All right, so we're here in Norman. The band's lined up for the team to run out, and we're getting ready to go. 7 minutes to kick off against South Carolina. First time we've ever played the Gamecocks, and no idea what to expect offensively, so it'll be interesting if nothing else. Hopefully we'll find something to get some traction on offense this week and make something happen, because frankly, we don't win this game, we're probably not going to a bowl game. So today is really important. So we'll see what happens. Can't wait to see it. Interesting 11:45 p.m. kickoff. That's a little bit different, but I'm ready to go. Let's do it. We'll see you at halftime. Take a good hard look at that, folks. 32-3 at halftime. As much as last week wasn't fun, this week is much more not fun. And I don't have a whole lot to say other than that's John Blake level nonsense. Gave him 24 points. I mean, I'm at a loss. I'll stay here until the end, but I mean, this is a lost season. This team's not going to make a bowl game, and some people need to get fired, preferably immediately. And that's way above my pay grade, but this ain't working. It's embarrassing. And of course it has to happen the first year we're in a new league when Texas is #1 in the country. It's just bad all the way around. But this too shall pass. I've lived through this nonsense before. And it'll come back around, but boy, I know today it sure doesn't feel like it. And if there's 10,000 people in this stadium by the end of the third quarter, I'll be shocked. I'm shocked more of them aren't gone now. Anyway, this is going to be a real short video.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Howard Sharp. 22, Martin Smith was defended. Pass is incomplete. Intended for KJ Hester.
Does that appeal you anymore in the damn fans? Would you like Jackson to walk out there and like,
4th and 10. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Zion Kearney. South Carolina will take over possession at the 20-yard line.
And that just about sums up the day. So for the first time since earlier in the season, we're going to have a little blowout story time here. Certainly don't anticipate doing blowout story time when we're getting blown out at home, but that's where we find ourselves. So before today, the last time we had as big a deficit at halftime as we did today, which was 29 points, was the 1997 game against Texas A&M, and we lost that game, I believe, 51-6 or 51-7. It wasn't good. Today is better than that, but only because that game it was like 20 degrees outside. It was horribly cold, and the game itself obviously didn't do anything to help that. Today, at least, it's comfortable outside. But really, the most exciting thing that's happened is that South Carolina guy getting taken out by the cops that you saw earlier. But this game is almost as frustrating as the '96 Kansas game, where we ran up and down the field between the 20s, but had a blocked field goal for a touchdown, a blocked punt for a touchdown, a punt return for a touchdown, and I think a kickoff return for a touchdown. We ended up losing 56-28 or something, and outgained Kansas by like 200 yards. This is frustrating for a different reason, but equally as frustrating. It's not any fun. And, as much as I hate to say it, this team is going to go 1-7 in conference at this point. And we're not going to go to a bowl game, and it's just pathetic. And I want to say congratulations to our friends at Texas, because clearly they understood the assignment coming into the SEC. And I think they'll probably lose to Georgia tonight, and I don't know that they'll make the playoff or make the SEC championship game. They've still only played 2 conference games against 2 of the worst teams in the conference, Mississippi State and us. But it's disheartening. And it's not any fun to come and sit here and watch. There's been some serious coaching malpractice going on, and I'm not qualified to say where it was, but some people need to get fired, and they need to get fired quickly. This is not going to get any better with the same people running it. I think there's been some recruiting malpractice with the lack of an offensive line. Just a lot of things, but it should never get like this. I mean, we're getting ready to be 4-3. And we're 1 play away from being 3-4, and probably 3 or 4 plays away from being 2-5. And honestly, the way this team has played this year, 2-5 would not be an uncharitable place for them to be. We're really fortunate to be 4-2, getting ready to be 4-3. But I don't see any hope for the rest of the season. I mean, I think we'll beat Maine, but I think that's it. And I've never thought that before. Never felt that way about a team before, even in the depths of the Blake years. And maybe it was because back then it was so bad for so long that you just got used to it. I'm not used to this and don't plan to get used to it, but something's got to change, and that's going to have to start with some offensive coaches losing their jobs this week. I know Brent said last week he's never been involved in a midseason firing of a coordinator or position coach or whatever, but there's a first time for everything, and it needs to be now. And I hate that it's Seth and Joe John Finley because they're Oklahoma guys, but that's it's just not acceptable on any level. So, anyway, that's about all I got to say about it. I'm ready to get out of here and go watch some good football on TV and have a cocktail, and looking forward to going to Ole Miss next week. I'm not expecting us to do anything but probably get beat bad, but I'm going to enjoy the trip, and so we'll see what happens. I'll be here regardless, but this is the part where it ain't any fun. This is the part where it ain't any fun.
Credit the side
Oh, well.
to PJ Adekar.
Here's a little piece of twisted irony. The guy who's taken the knees for South Carolina to end this game is Davis fucking Bevel.
Bevel takes a knee.
I tweeted after South Carolina got their second touchdown that they had enough points to win, and unfortunately I was right. 35-9 the final. See you in Oxford.
We thank you for your